Hey everyone! Welcome back to some more Let's Play The Consuming Shadow. Let's go in there and do another one. Hopefully, if we're lucky, we'll actually get that new character unlocked for us. So, I think I'm going to stick with the Scholar, by the way, everyone. I really like the Scholar, so we're going to play him again. It requires the most exploration, and I can fit a Scholar episode into 2 videos, as it were. Plus, we're close to level 8, so I wouldn't mind getting another Birth Star, assuming we can earn another one. Let's go ahead and choose him. Something made me check for patterns in the runes. I don't know why, but I'm glad I did. A massive synchronization is coming, centered on Stonehenge in roughly 60 hours. I have the ability to incant runes in the ancient tongue, but I do not know what incantation sequence will banish the evil, nor do I know which evil to banish. What I do know is that I will never determine these things by sitting here letting time tick away. Okay, our sanity is kind of near research, a little. We'll take a star in between both of those. Research is what enables you to, I believe, get lore on the monsters. Ooh, hello. We can take something right in the center of all of this. That's pretty nice. So we'll take some health, some car speed, and some more research. Oh, holy crap! We can put one in the center of all 4 of these. I'm going to want at least 1% spell chance and 1 car speed. So we'll put another star here for 3 health, 1 car speed, 1% random spell chance, and 2% random equipment chance. And I think the rest will probably have to be something less shared, as it were. How fast can my car go? Up to +8. Wow, right in the center, I still get a little bit of research and health for that. Looks like a chariot. I think I'm just going to grab a huge amount of sanity as well. We'll grab a lion. And with our final thing... oh, let's take health, car speed, and random equip chance. Can I get a 2% on that random equip? I can, but then I have to give up. No, we can do this. Alright! 38 health, 34 sanity, 14% miles per hour on our car, so we actually go, I think, like 40 or so. 1% random spell chance, 4% random equip chance, and 1.52 research speed increase. Look for intel in cursed towns. Restock at safe towns. You might make some immediate headway if you went to Bill's Hope. If I do go to Bill's Hope, though, then we're never going to go back to Goring. So why don't we head to Goring first, then we'll head down to Bill's Hope. Networks down in Forel. And I need a message couriered there within 12 hours. There's some extra cash in it for you, if you're willing. We have arrived at Goring. Let's go ahead and see what awaits us here. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I am confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. We should find supplies while I'm here, because we can purchase a safety item for us. After an hour, I have found the following items on sale from individuals content not to ask questions. Lucky Charm, increased loot. Okay, we can probably head to Bill's Hope and then Forel, so let's give this a go. At first, I was ready to declare this town to be unblemished, but troubling signs have begun to emerge. In response to my questioning, a few residents have seemed ready to give an urgent account, only to think better of it or be shushed into silence by another. The air is thick with unaired secrets and unconfirmed suspicions, manifesting as whispers, graffiti, and anonymous texts. There is an evil here, I know it, one so loathsome that it will freeze even the busiest tongues. With assurance of absolute secrecy, I was able to persuade a rather distraught woman to divulge that her child had gone missing. The other townsfolk insist she is mad, but their words are less important than the frequent worried glances they make to an ominous-looking office building that looms above the houses, allegedly one of the town's major employers. My next avenue of investigation seems obvious. There's a monster. No, there's something important in this room. Let's see what it is. I found what remains of the person I was sent to find. There's nothing I can do to help them, except get out of here and break the bad news. There's nothing important left to do in this place. The longer I stay, the more time I lose. We will stay. That's a ghost. In the language of the ancients, the name of Chozo is often identified with a symbol resembling a tree with a dot between its branches. The ghost can kill us, I think, or do significant damage, to us. While not of their signature color, the god Chozo is also shown to have an affinity for the color white, which is associated with an allied deity in the ancient pantheon. BTY has been inscribed here. We covered a little bit of sanity. The Ang rune has been inscribed here in white. Lose more sanity because of that, but that's okay. Getting a hunter so early and the ghost is really terrifying. Oh, come on, Tim. Okay, didn't want to lose even more sanity by fleeing with that thing present. The news of the death did not, it seems, come entirely unexpected to the poor soul waiting for my return, but they seemed to appreciate my efforts. As I made my excuses, they pressed a wallet into my hands, explained it had been left behind by a previous visiting occult investigator. The syllable Ang had many uses in the language of the ancients, but most notably as a second symbol of a notorious dispel, purported to be powerful enough to banish a god. So, we've learned that Chozo is identified with the white rune. And we know that it is allied... No, I'm sorry. Chozo is identified with the BTI rune. Wow. And it's allied, so it's a... It's not an invader. It's allied with the god whose color is white. And we know this will also be not the invader. But we don't know which one of these is the invader or the invader's ally. We also discovered one of the runes required for the banishment ritual. Okay, let's go to Forel now and do that delivery quest. You received a text from a family member. Go to Saxborough if you're so damn intent on destroying yourself. I'm sure it will be happy to oblige. Oh? Oh, we learned it's a hostile place. The message is received by a flustered man dressed not dissimilarly to myself. He is agitated enough that I am forced to awkwardly remind him of the agreed payment before he can run off, whereupon he throws a handful of notes at me and disappears into the shadows. £6 only. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I am confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail my mission. We should find supplies, even if I don't have the money to purchase whatever is here, because I need to know if this is where the medallion's located. I've lost another precious hour, and I finally found... It's a rosary, not the medallion. I finally found the black market dealer willing to take my money. It's very nice, but I don't have the cash for it. Alright, let's head to Sumgate. It's right dead in the center. We can make up our mind where we're going after this. We'll probably get a text from the occult ministry. Thump! I only dozed off for a moment. Something hit my bumper, rattled across the roof, and landed in a heap behind the car. I gripped the steering wheel, momentarily paralyzed with horror by what I could have just done. Find out what we hit. I entered the car and cautiously approached the carcass in the road. Its shape was indistinct in the twilight. I took out my flashlight and shone it at the quivering form. Immediately, an offended squawk rang out, and several hideous limbs unfolded from the creature's mass. It wasn't nearly dead enough. I hopped back and ready to defend myself from its attack. We get a lockpick and 3 bullets that aren't helpful to us. The monsters are dead, and there's nothing more for me here. I return to the car. I've wasted enough time. You need 2 things before hanging the Stonehenge. The 4-part banishment ritual, and some idea of which god to banish. Technically 5 things, I suppose. I'm immediately suspicious of the geniality the people of this town display. There is a hollowness to their attitude that belies a combination of entrancement and evangelism. When pressed, the apparently unaffected people mutter disquieting stories of friends and loved ones returning from meetings with changed personalities. I hear disquieting tales of physical transformations concealed behind clothing and cosmetics. Everything points to some kind of evil consciousness, a dark controlling presence buried somewhere out of sight, puppeting and perverting. A small amount of surveillance has revealed a pattern to the behavior of the possessed townspeople. I frequently see them coming and going from an ornamental public park that forms the town's centerpiece. The park is severely overgrown, perhaps deliberately, so it is unclear what happens to the people who go in there. The only way to find out is to mount what may turn into a jungle expedition. Large creatures are going to be difficult for me to kill with just this normal pistol. Found more bullets, which are not helpful to us. Another lockpick. You'll note that I generally try to immediately leave a room I enter. If there's something important in the room that we missed, the game will flag it in yellow. The room, that is. Mostly garbage, but there's another lockpick in here. A keyring. A body lies at my feet. Their body is torn to ribbons, but while my forensic skills are rusty, I'd swear the wounds were self-inflicted. Pain? We got a keyring, but no locked doors? Oh, there's a locked door. We left something up here. Let's get it. The animosity is rooted in the suffering reported endured by a worshipper of Yushag while captured by the cult of Sho. Show worshippers seem to tell the story the other way around. So, Yushek appears to be the enemy of Chozo. We'll go with that at the moment. Where are you, giant monster? Anxiety seems to be getting the better of me. I feel hot and nauseous and my hands won't stop shaking. Hopefully it will pass. My recording device picked up the chanting of some kind of mantra intended to ward off evil. It was hard to make out, but the first part definitely sounded like KZ. Unless there's anything more to loot. Unless there's any more loot to be found, I can safely call this operation complete. Time to go. More useless bullets. Lots of useless bullets. No hollow point, no armor piercing. The townsfolk are not immediately better off with the extermination of the creature behind their enslavement. There have been several murders and suicides already as the memories of their actions return. The best thing I can do for them now is leave them to heal. We took even more damage, so we still need to heal some more. We're also losing sanity quite quickly. We're down to 68 out of 84. Let's go to Saltport. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I'm confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. After an hour, I found the following items on sale from individuals content not to ask questions. I wouldn't mind having the stab-proof vest, but again, we don't have the cash. Let's head to Kidberry. Our faster car will let us make more stops. There was a short traffic jam on the motorway. Not a major one. I should be moving again within minutes, but I take the opportunity to get out for a moment and stretch my legs. Other families had the same idea. A couple were arguing around the car in front, and their young daughter, clad in pajamas and a hastily thrown-on coat, asked me if everything is going to be alright. I crouch down and tell her that whatever happens, I know I have nothing to worry about because I have protection. I show her my lucky charm and she seems impressed. I ask if she wants to have it, but she says that I look like I need it a lot more than her. I'm not sure how to take that, but as the traffic eases and the family drives away, I find myself strangely uplifted by the encounter. I've got reports of a sleeper cell in Goring. Needs cleaning up sooner rather than later. If you have the time to sort this out, you won't go unrewarded. Stop. Oh, come on. Are you in hiding? Strange people keep coming and asking about you. I haven't told them anything. Do you need money for food? I sent you $4. Goring's where we started from, Gabe. You want me to go all the way back up there? I can't afford that. Though I desperately need the cash, that is way too far away. If I was to head back up there, I would then head to Bill's Hope, Almschester, and Blessmouth to get back down. Maybe we should do it. This is 4 hours? That's really going to cut into the time I'm going to have, though, to visit other locations. Can I see what my current missions are? I cannot. No, we're not going to Goring. We'll go to Kidberry instead. I have not seen a single human being since coming off the motorway. Not a scrap of evidence of actual life. There are abandoned cars at every junction. I have searched a few homes and found television still on and food still laid out on dining tables, the cutlery thrown carelessly aside. All is silent here, with not even a single bird's twittering to punctuate the eerie stillness. I feel like I'm waiting for it all to shatter, and for the shadow to burst from every crack and manhole like a flash flood. On closer inspection, I have uncovered subtle clues towards the fate of the people. Scraps of clothing, spots of blood, claw marks near where something has been dragged. All of them lead straight to the front door of the administrative building of the local hospital. Perhaps I am not too late. Perhaps I can find survivors and pull them from the brink. Perhaps if I write it down, I will start to believe it. There's a person in there we need to see. We'll come back for them. They're near the exit, which will make it easier for me to actually flee as well and avoid a hunter if there is one in this room somewhere. There's another person up there. To my amazement, this victim of the shadow is still alive. I free them of their bonds and direct them to the exit. There's some kind of survivalist cache here containing 3 hollow point bullets. I found a small set of keys. These should make exploration easier. The more I chanted BTI Ang Ew, the more my mind expanded. I saw to the edge of the world and into the hearts of everyone around me. I saw what was to come, and that's why, Sarah, that's why you found me like this. Tell the kids I'm sorry. Worshippers consider it a grave insult to draw Chozo's symbol in yellow, as this is the color associated with one of their oldest and bitterest rivalries among the ancients. The EU rune has been inscribed here on the wall in orange, upside down. The associate god would regard this as a grave insult. We recovered some sanity from that. When written together, the syllables BTAng seem to take on the meaning of to open what is tightly shut. Perhaps some kind of psychological metaphor? Oh, that's the unlock spell. Come on. The hostage, a young woman in office attire, seems lost in thought and only notices my presence after I free her. She nods shallowly, then makes her escape. There's a dented old cash box here containing around £5 and change. Four standard 9mm rounds, except for the 1 or 2 we fired so far. The poor soul had already been brainwashed by the time I arrived. Nothing I could do but end their suffering. There's nothing of importance left to do in this place. The longer I stay, the more time I lose. They still appear to be human. Either they are in the earliest stage of changing, or the shadow broke their mind in subtler ways. The strange woman in office attire was waiting for me at the door, wanting to know about my mission. She listened with a disconcerting intensity before wordlessly reaching into a thick notebook not unlike my own and passing me a page of occult text. I thanked her, at which point she suddenly went for a hug, during which she whispered into my ear, come to Hollow Hill and bring a pentagram necklace. Most of the engraving was too weathered to read the full banishment mantra, but the third syllable was most certainly the syllable EU. There goes our health supplies. And where is Hobble Hill? We have a day to find that necklace. We have cash. We should be able to purchase it if we do get an opportunity to do so. The town is calm and peaceful, oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pained and heavy as I am confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. After an hour, I have found the following items on sale from individuals content enough not to ask questions. We'll drive around the place. You received a text from a family member. I'm going to ignore this one. Not even the importance of my mission is enough to keep the tiredness at bay. I have not slept in so long. My car wavers back and forth in the lane. Pull over and nap. I pulled over to the hard shoulder, reclined the seat back, and allowed myself to drift off. The fact that I was able to sleep under the circumstances is testament to how exhausted I must have been. I seem to remember waking briefly to the sound of insectile chittering all around my car, then being forced back to unconsciousness by a blow to the head. That goes some way to explain why I am here now. The next task will determine where exactly here is. This is awesome. I've never been captured before. The carving dates back to at least 6000 BC and depicts Yushag defeating and casting the figure labeled the God of Lust. It appears to have been intended as an insult to a rival faith. That could be either of these gods, though. Another victim of the shadow. The damage to the body appears to have been made post-mortem. The actual cause of death appears to have been exhaustion. I think we covered a tiny bit of sanity there. This is wonderful. I love not hello. We should kill you. I discovered there was a discarded exhaust muffler inside, which I decided I could make use of. This will reduce the random events which occur, like the one that we currently have that currently affected us. The carving dates back to at least 6000 BC and depicts Yushag defeating and casting out a figure labeled the God of Disease. It appears to have been intended as an insult to a rival faith. Well, that's good. We know that one of these is lust, the other is disease, but I don't know which one is which yet. Actually, with that in mind, we'll just leave these as question marks. And when the king recovered, he displayed his bedsheets, which had become stained orange with pus. From this day forward, orange will be the color most beloved to the God of Disease. Back up to full sanity. And luckily, we discovered every single direction to go in except for the exit right away, requiring no real backtracking. My car is waiting for me just outside. I don't know if they intended to use it or thought there was something important inside it, but I'm not about to question Providence. I think something's really wrong with Sumgate. You're the guy who deals with this sort of thing, right? Where is Sumgate? Oh, are we at Sumgate? I think we're at Sumgate, aren't we? Where are we? I guess I don't know where I am. All right, let's go to Twinley, or at least drive a little more. Oh no, we were in the center of some place. Where is this place? Where's Sumsgate? I don't see the place. We've arrived at Twinley. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, well, let's enter Twinley. The atmosphere is tense here as news has spread of the darkness infecting neighboring towns. Besides that, I cannot sense the shadow's influence for now. After an hour, I found the following items on sale from individuals content not to ask questions. So, I don't think we're going to get the necklace, everyone. Let's visit the hospital. There is a discredited doctor operating a backstreet surgery here. They will heal me without questions as long as I have the cash. Stop. Lots of misclicking. Alright, let's go to Finn's church. And we'll call the session after this one's done. The people of this town have been welcoming. Perhaps too much so. There is a hollowness to their attitude that belies a combination of entrancement and evangelism. Some unaffected ones pull me aside and warn me off. Many have been taken, they say, and returned changed. I hear disquieting tales of physical transformations concealed behind clothing and cosmetics. Everything points to some kind of evil consciousness, a dark, controlling presence buried somewhere out of sight, puppeting and perverting. One of the untainted townspeople has revealed to me that the possessed ones are constantly drifting off to meet at run-down former community center off the beaten track, often dressed in their finest formal gear. My informant's helpfulness dries up quickly when I suggest he join me to investigate. The reaction was telling, despite being entirely expected. Interestingly, the name Nyx, as well as the associated symbol, is only ever inscribed in white pigment. To do otherwise is considered ultimate blasphemy. There was a corpse here. Their body seems to have been ripped open in several places, and the wounds repeatedly violated in unspeakable ways. Lust. Oh, I didn't heal with the medkit. That's a lot of them. The god identified by the EU rune doesn't appear to be able to physically survive in our universe. The threat it poses us is very real, but thankfully indirect. Still don't know which rune which god is in. Or do we? We know EU, right? EU? 1 second. Not really. I believe my business in this place is concluded. I should head for the exit. Was that the giant face that showed up? Some bullets for our pistol. Language of the ancients, the syllable ang is usually given as a name, but has also been variously written to denote the concepts of love, sex, and lust. EU is not the invading god. We still don't know about these. Nine more bullets. Perfect. We're back up to our full amount of them. More lust remains. We're going to leave and come back because I see the giant thing there. I don't want to fight it. £7, very useful. Someone left their key ring here, also very useful. I found a very old 9mm ammo box. I don't want to fight that monster. Help! I've been imprisoned by the cult of Cho, and they keep me locked in the filthy obelette. I can hear them cursing some enemy god, chanting EU. I think they're killing people up there. Chozo is an enemy of the god with the EU rune. Ang is lust. EU is not the invading god. So we still don't know which of these is the invader, right? Correct. We still don't have the rune for Chozo. Getting the living snot kicked out of us. This place. I don't care about you. With their leader dead, only its minions throughout the town remain. Fortunately, the remaining townsfolk seem to have the matter in hand. I can leave them to rebuilding their lives. Oh, there went most of our healing supplies. Alright everyone, I think we're gonna stop here. So we'll head to Castle. Yeah, we'll head to Castleby next. We can go around this way. I think the town we were imprisoned at vanished off the map, by the way. I think... Oh, no, there's some gate. No, Tim. No. You're incorrect. That would have been a cool quest, event, though. Anyway, so... Right, we've got most of the ritual? Oh, we have all the ritual. We just need the god's name as the final one. As for the god himself, I still am not sure which one it is, and I don't know this one's name. We only know that EU is not the invading god, and we've learned that EU is Yushag's name. Alright everyone, well that'll do it for us. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see everyone in the next one. Take care, everyone.